man.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gentleman's Bureau podcast. Today it's going to be just me and Mark. Lane's not feeling great. He's got two jobs now, so he's pretty tired, pretty tuckered out. He's got a lot on his plate. So we're just going to hit this one hard on ourselves. No guest either because hey, summertime, people are busy. But hey, we'll get back on the guest train soon. In the meantime, you're chilling with just me and Mark.
Yeah, we're here. We're here to take you through your day, your night. Hell, maybe you've had a long weekend and now you're ready to listen to the Gentleman's Bureau. Wind down. Or fire it up again. Who knows? I don't know
Who
what you're
knows?
doing, but it is summertime, like Jed said, so you're probably hot. Unless you're all the way in New Zealand, which then you're probably cold. Because that's how the earth works.
Does it ever get cold in New Zealand?
Yeah, I think it even gets cold in Australia, like down like super southern part.
Like Tasmania area?
Yes.
Hold on. I gotta Google it now. Lowest temps in Australia. Australia. Currently it's 51 degrees
Yeah.
with a low of 47 on Sunday. Ever recorded it's the lowest temperature ever recorded was negative 23
Well.
Celsius. So it's negative that's only like negative 10 Fahrenheit. And that was in 1994 at Charlotte Pass in the snowy mountains in Australia. So that's a
That's a little bit cheating.
higher altitude, and you only got down to negative 10. Rookie numbers. You got to crank those numbers down.
Crank them numbers down. Yes.
Here, let's go to Illinois. See if we can get one for Illinois. I don't want to look at Wisconsin. Ever recorded in Illinois? Negative 36 degrees Fahrenheit. And by the way, for the record, want to point this out. That was 3 years later in 1999.
Jesus.
Yeah. So with global warming, we're still colder. But also I think this is just base temperature. I don't think this is counting wind chill. Because
Yeah.
with that wind chill, that negative 40 is going to feel like fucking negative 100.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because
I
Illinois is so
remember.
plainy.
I remember I got off the plane from Japan, fucking tropical, into negative 40 degrees in Chicago. And I was like, this is hell. This is what hell feels like. I didn't,
But okay.
dude. I didn't even have pants. I remember I had like nothing but shorts and t-shirts that I had packed, and I was like, oh, I'll be fine because whenever I come back, I'll right away just like go home. It'll be cool. No, what ended up happening is my flight got delayed, and then nobody came and picked me up at the airport. I was like, shit.
Bro, you should have called me, man.
Yeah, I should have, but that
What year
was
was this?
2016,
2016?
maybe.
What time of year?
Like middle winter, probably
Middle of
like
winter?
yeah.
2015? I moved up to Wisconsin, so I would have been like 40 minutes away from the airport, bud.
Bro, I,
Should have
damn
called me.
it. I should have
Should have called me.
hung out with your uncle.
Yeah, man. Maybe. Actually, what, 2016? I was still there 2016, yeah.
So I'm kind of wondering, like, what have you been paying attention to in the news?
I don't watch the news. It's all lies, misdirection, bullshit propaganda to keep you focused on what they want you to be focused on. Instead of the real problems. In the news, Cosby's out of jail. Heard about that. That one permeated my no news barrier, mostly through memes, of course. So yeah, Bill Cosby, they dropped the charges, didn't they? Or like revoked his
Oh my
sentence or
god,
something like that.
it's terrible because he only got out on like some technicality too, like the way his case was set up. I guess he only got out on a technicality. And I was like, oh my God, no. I mean,
And
okay, we're late on the ball on this one, right? So he
yeah,
probably has about like what? He's making up for lost timing. There's new victims already and everything. So
bro, he's trying to sue them for imprisonment, for like
Lord.
wrongful imprisonment and shit. Hold on, let me read the ABC article really quick. He's 83 now.
I'm surprised he didn't die in there.
He was
Jeez.
released on Wednesday after his conviction on a sexual assault charges was overturned.
Man. I'm pretty sure it was like a technicality why he got out too, which is awful. But same time, I'm glad we have that system set up. I don't know.
All right, okay, hold on now. Now, just wait a minute here. What if he's innocent?
What if he's innocent? Then a lot of women like conspired together. Like a ridiculous amount of women
Would you put that past
conspired
him though?
together. They
They don't necessarily need to conspire together. They can all conspire separately for the same end goal, and that's them getting money.
That's true. I've been
So,
looking at it like
I mean,
another way too. Yeah.
Probably guilty, but like if he's innocent, dude, 3 years in his 80s.
Oof.
Plus, I mean, I'm sure he was in a certain kind of prison where like I don't know. Would they just put a famous actor like Bill Cosby in like standard penitentiary?
That's true. And
Would he go to the
it
yard with
had to be
everybody
something
else?
special too, right? Because he's elderly,
Yeah.
he's famous, rich, and has, serious charges. So that they had to put him in like something made
Nice.
for like old, probably more like a nursing home, if anything.
Right. Plus, dude, like you always hear guys that do sexual assault when they go to prison, they get sexually assaulted. Like
Yeah.
Bill Cosby comes in 83. Like, I don't know how that's going to work out for him. I'm surprised he survived 3 years. Like, he went to like a normal prison, but I don't know much about the Pennsylvania. Hold on, what's the prison called? State Correctional Institution, Phoenix. That's the name.
I have no idea.
Out of the State Correctional Institution, Phoenix. Is it just called Phoenix?
Maybe it was in Phoenix?
No, it was in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania.
Oh. So,
Sorry,
yeah.
Montgomery.
Montgomery.
Hold on, I'm gonna dive into this.
All right, we're going to dive into this, and I'm going to make jokes about how Cosby had his old butt cheeks clapped. They got to him. They said, how you like this pudding pop, old man?
It says, where did Bill Cosby go to college, get his doctorate, live, go, graduate high school, get married, go to school at, go, be in prison at. I'm looking for, where was he in prison? Incarcerated?
Incarcerated. It's the conspiracy. Now he's paying off Google, so it's like
Yeah.
where was Bill Cosby wrongly incarcerated and accused of his crimes? Got to be aggressive with it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the name of the place is State Correctional Institution, Phoenix.
That just doesn't roll off the tongue. But
It's almost SKIP as an acronym. If you can use this the cuss onto the C.
Yeah.
He was SKIP.
He was skipping away into a.
Right. I'm gonna copy that name there. We're just gonna search that. SCI Phoenix. Oh. SCI Phoenix Project.
So we got some pictures of this place. We see what it looks like from the outside, obviously.
We got a lot of inside. Outside looks like it's very Bro, they got soccer fields and shit, football fields and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, you can't be slacking, man. Whenever you're playing for the,
Yeah.
I don't know what
Inside
Philadelphia's teams are, but
Philadelphia Eagles.
yeah, Eagles. What else? Do they have a soccer team?
Probably.
Probably
Yeah, it looks
encapsulating
like.
a lot of South Americans to come up, dude. They love soccer. You can't just
I.
take soccer away from them. You're gonna have a full-on riot on your hands on that prison.
You know what? This looks like every prison I've ever seen in a movie ever, which makes me think that they probably do a lot of filming at this particular prison, which would make sense considering that Bill Cosby went there. Like,
Oh,
like
Bill Cosby's an extra.
this is the prison for actors, so this is where we're gonna film, right? Like they know how to behave.
That's funny. That'd be so
I mean,
good.
think about it. Like if you needed to have like actors that know how to be prisoners and film in a prison, go there.
Oh yeah, of course, dude.
It's like, hey, you want some commissary? I know you probably got like a lot of money left over from your massive contract, but you want a little bit of commissary? We'll send you some commissary. All right, let's read up about it, see what it's about, see if it's a special prison or not.
All right. See how abused Bill Cosby was, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, I had it so rough with my catered in dinner every
Right.
night, you know?
SCI Phoenix is a 3830 bed facility, so that's 3,830 bed facility situated on the property of SCI Graterford in Collegeville, Pennsylvania. This state-of-the-art facility was designed to replace the aging SCI Graterford, which was built in 1929. SCI Phoenix's unique model consists of two prototypical correctional facilities featuring one shared administration support building. Both east and west sides of SCI Phoenix have a program services building. CI shops, might be CL, I don't know. CI shops, commissary, property, and maintenance. SCI Phoenix also features a 192-bed female transition unit, FTU, which is located outside the perimeter of SCI Phoenix. This unit will focus on re-entry and family reunification. An offering of treatment, educational, vocational, and recreational programs is available to the inmate population, as well as numerous specialty units which include a secure residential treatment unit, Yeah, so one's a secure residential treatment unit, and one's just residential treatment unit. Totally unsecure,
Whoa,
I guess.
crap.
Yeah.
You know, they kept the female transition unit out of the prison. I mean, they even had to protect the
Well,
females while
now
Bill was there, you know?
I thought maybe that was what it was, but no, that is just for women that are on the way out. So they must be, whatever.
That doesn't. That's
4
weird.
security level 5 housing units. That's cool. So it's got some level 5 security. That's cool. Capital unit includes 96 cell unit. Over 1/3 of state's capital cases are from Philadelphia. Female transition unit. Visiting days and rules. How to send money. Programs for inmates. It seems like it's any old prison, but like a good one.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't seem like it's like a prison that was like made for actors and stuff, but it does. Like I'll put some pictures in, but it does look like, those like tan walls, standard prison fences, those silver tables with the chairs attached on bars underneath. It looked very
stereotypical.
It looked like the prison you see in the movies, literally.
How do you think Bill Cosby's coming out of prison from there? Like he's a little pampered, maybe. He paid off some guards.
Bro, he totally paid off some guards. I mean, yeah. So like,
what does Bill Cosby want in prison, though? You think? Women. I don't think he can get that.
You want some chocolate pudding cups?
He wants some he wants some Jello. Of course, he wants some Jello. Now I feel like Bill Cosby's like, get me, some good whiskey or some fucking bourbon, and
I think he's a whiskey bourbon guy.
Yeah, I feel like he likes a nice stiff drink every once in a while, and he paid the guards a lot of money for that. That, and he's probably like getting like nicer food somehow. He's like, I ain't I ain't gonna eat this garbage.
He's
I'm
getting
gonna pay the
DoorDash every day.
That would be it. Like prison guards, like, oh, it's just mine. It's my lunch. Is that foie gras? What the fuck? How do you afford this? I don't.
Are those? Is that 6 Wagyu beef sliders?
Exactly.
Oh,
That's
dude,
what it's gonna be.
I had that idea, dude, because like you don't want to sell a lot of Wagyu at once, right? Like they sell it in like small bits,
Ah,
selling like individual sliders. So you're only using like that much Wagyu every time, and then you put like some like artisanal cheeses on it. You know, mess
oh,
around with some
you.
flavors,
Mm,
because then and that's a good trick too. That'd be a good business model. Nobody steal this or like pay me for stealing it. Um, I'm claiming intellectual property on this idea because then you could like play around with a ton of different flavors and like you're making them to order, so you can have like 1,000 different flavors if you want. You can have them put whatever the heck they want on it, right? And it kind of tricks them into like, hey, I want to try this one, I want to try that one, I want to try this one, and then they end up buying what they want,
no,
and
yeah,
it's all
that's
Wagyu,
true.
so you're just making bank. And then you can
Bankroll.
have regular sliders too for the cheapies like myself.
Oh, I guess.
I'm gonna I'm gonna
Sounds
get
like a
one Wagyu
Vegas thing.
slider. I'm gonna get
Like
one
we're
one Wagyu slider, and I'm gonna get like 6 regular sliders.
yeah. Sounds
So
like yeah, it sounds like a Vegas thing. Like people are like not afraid to spend money, right? So then you just
yeah.
like have all that imported Japanese beef.
See, I
Like
was
I'm
thinking
ready for this.
airport thing
Nah, I don't know about that.
because I've been thinking about an airport shop anyway.
Yeah,
Like
you're like
I've got the
$60
name. I've got like
bottled waters.
no.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and it works with the Wagyu beef because I was gonna call it the well not the I was just gonna call it Aloha Snack Bar.
No, no.
It's just the Aloha Snack Bar in the airport,
New York City.
and we'd sell like
No flights to
kebabs
Hawaii.
with like pineapple and like Hawaiian like pork on it. We'd sell those Wagyu beef sliders, dude.
You're gonna get stabbed.
Intellectual property. Nobody can steal this.
I
Dude,
don't think
no, that'd be
anybody's gonna
hilarious.
steal that.
Why would that be bad? That'd be awesome.
Oh,
The
you're
Aloha
gonna get a
Snack Bar
Karen that
in
stabbed
the
you, dude.
airport. What? A Karen?
Karen's gonna be like, "How dare you?" Stab, stab.
What? I have a Hawaiian themed snack bar in an airport. I think that's a great idea.
God damn it. I like it.
Can you disagree
I'll
with me
accept
that that's not a good idea?
In so many ways, I can disagree with you, but I still,
I just hope
I would go there.
My hope is that like it's so popular that when people see it in the airport, they just shout it out.
It's just,
Like,
just shout it
oh,
out.
snack bar, you know?
Maybe that might be a little dangerous, you know.
Not for
But
me. That's just I'm just selling some burgers and kebabs, man. Coconut water and shit. I don't know what they're doing.
think the Hawaiians are drinking coconut water, huh?
No, but other people will. Plus, I
No.
don't have to actually like source that. I can just like get a supplier for that. You know, I'm talking about those little boxes of coconut water.
Oh yeah,
I can just get those. And just be like, yeah, get the Hawaiian thing here.
Hawaiian thing. It should really just be like spam. And
I'll
that's
sell some spam. I'll sell some spam, sure.
Oh yeah, spam, man. Spam burgers, spam and eggs, spam and rice.
Hey, there we go. We'll have a spam slider.
Ooh, no,
A
that's some
a
Hawaiian
spam
shit
kebab.
right there. That's the island. Oh yeah, spam kebab. That's the island stuff right there,
I'm telling
man.
you, man. I just need like a few $100,000.
A few $100,000 for a joke and maybe getting attacked.
Dude, okay. So like if I could get one in O'Hare, just like one in O'Hare, it would easily make enough to start expanding soon, quickly.
Oh yeah, of course.
Let's go O'Hare, Atlanta, and LAX.
Yeah, go big and then go what? What are the smaller airports? Kennedy?
Well, yeah, Kennedy's decent too. So I'd probably go. Atlanta's the most Atlanta sees the most traffic because it's a big international
Yeah.
flight zone, and it's big for military flights too. So I definitely go to Atlanta second. I'd go to O'Hare first because it's just where I'm near. It's easier to have it near you. Um, then LAX because it's the second biggest in the U.S. I think, and then Dulles in New York, and then Kennedy, and then from there,
They have like Miami International is pretty popular too.
Miami would be a good one too. But I think after I get the big ones in the U.S., I want to go to the big ones out of country.
Yeah, that'd be smart.
That's,
like
that's the
Mexico
best thing
City.
about this is that it's airports. They're everywhere.
Cinnabon cornered that shit, right? They're smart.
Yeah, they got a lot. I haven't actually. I don't think there was a Cinnabon in any of the airports I've traveled in recently.
What?
I
Aren't they
think there's
like airport
I don't think
exclusive?
There's one in Mitchell. Cinnabon? No, dude. I've seen them in gas stations and shit. There's one
Oh, then I have no
by
idea
the
what I'm
old
talking
Amazon I
about.
used to work at. Yeah, you
I'm
don't know
living
what I'm
like
talking
6 years in the past, I think.
about. Yeah, most of the. Yeah, I think aside from like McDonald's, except from like basic fast food, I don't know. Most of the things in the airports I've been at have been like weird stuff, like local stuff, like,
Mm.
yeah.
That's how you can get like a nice Italian beef in O'Hare Airport. You're like, oh, this
Right?
is awesome.
That's the good shit. People did not believe me, dude. When I went to college, I was telling people all the time, we'd be like, oh, let's go to Portillo's. They opened one in Gurney. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. They're like, how'd you more excited? I'm like, I've had better Italian beefs.
Yeah, it's just a thing.
Sorry, I have. Go to Belluccio's in Sheffield, Illinois. You'll get a much better Italian beef than you get at Portillo's. I'm just saying.
Yeah, shout out Sheffield, Illinois,
And
Belluccio's.
hell, you can even go to Pizza Cellar in Princeton, Illinois, and get a better Italian beef than Portillo's, in my opinion.
Well, I'm not sure about that, but um, I remember whenever those fucking Portillos were popping up around Illinois and whatnot, and there would be lines like for like fucking 40 cars, man, for the drive-through.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I am not doing this.
I wasn't going to say it because it wasn't really relevant, but that time that they were like, let's go to Portillo's, we got there, and there was like literally a crazy line. Because imagine they just put one in Gurney.
Jesus.
Like, think about Portillo's in general. Like, oh, you want to go all the way into Chicago to get Portillo's? No. But will you drive like 40 minutes to the outskirts of Chicago at Gurney to get some Portillo's? Heck yeah. So, like, it was so packed. I was like, hey, guys, I don't want to, like, kill this whole, like, adventure we're on to get Portillo's, but there's a Steak and Shake right there with one car in the drive-thru.
and
I'm hungry.
Same quality.
Well, it's different. It's totally different. I just went there and got
different,
but
but
I got a 7-stack.
Jesus, that's
Dude, those things are awesome. Those things are great. Love those.
A lot, really? Shit.
Yeah, it was better. It was better when they were $7.77, but now they're like 10 something, 12 something. I don't even know. It's been a while.
Damn.
I haven't got a Steak and Shake.
Couldn't help us out. Steak and Shake couldn't keep us flying fresh.
Hey man, beef, dairy, and grain have all gone up.
Ah, that's true. What are you gonna do?
They still got those big. They still got the $4 meals, which are great. That's what I usually get when I go there. Get the garlic steak burger or the Cajun steak burger.
I like just talking about food. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, I'm also like
low-key
kind of hungry. Like I woke up at like 1:30, and so far I've had a coffee and a Danish. And
you
now
woke me up.
Well,
so
yeah, because
I wasn't. Yeah, I haven't eaten. No, I'm just saying. Like I get it. Like
yeah,
that's why I'm hungry. Like I just woke up, kind of thing, and then. Oh my god. Oh, but those Frisco melts. That's what I like.
Oh yeah.
Steak and Shake. I had to throw that in there.
Dude.
I was like, what part of Frisco is this? Is this San Francisco milk? Ooh. We gonna go to the boys' town? We just get a whole bunch of these? Ooh, yeah.
So if I had to like pick out one period of my life that was like bliss, so far, I've had some really good times, had some kind of shitty times, but like in terms of like not like crazy like vacation time or like just like a period of time where I was just doing a normal routine for a while
Yeah.
and just pick that out, I would have to say it was senior year of high school. I'm working Belluccio's, I'm working McDonald's, I'm going to school. It's senior year, I'm just kind of getting it done, you know?
Kissing girls. Yeah.
Well, no. But anyway,
Oh,
um,
it's
but
kind of the
like
shit.
every weekend when I got off work at McDonald's on Thursday, because I would work Friday and Saturday and Sunday at Belluccio, so I had to do it on Thursday. Every Thursday after I got off work at McDonald's, I would go pick up Patrick, and we'd drive to Peru. We'd get Steak and Shake, and then we'd go see a movie. And for like 3 weeks straight, every time we did this, we saw the same group of two girls getting Steak and Shake, and then going to see movies. Almost always the same movie we were watching. And I was
All
like,
right.
dude, I was like, Patrick, we've got to go talk to him. He's like, nah, man. I was like, dude, come on. We've seen them like 3 weeks in a row. They do the same thing we do. They go to Steak and Shake, and then they go watch movies, and it's almost always the same movies. We got to go talk to him. He's like, oh, man, I don't really know them. I was like, well, of course we don't know them. We haven't talked to him yet.
Yeah.
It was just, dude, that was great. It was so great because
And so did okay. You petered off. Are we? Did you talk to the girls? What
no, we
happened?
never talked to the girls.
Damn, young Jed. Remember, you miss every shot you don't take.
Michael
That's
Scott,
right. What's up?
Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky.
That's right. I gotta say, like, Jesus, man. You should definitely never do that again. Just don't be missing those opportunities. That's why you're gonna come to Japan. You're gonna teach English, and you're gonna hit honeys up at the club, where it doesn't matter if you don't speak Japanese. You're exotic. You're like a foreign car,
Exotic,
dude.
yeah, right. Hey, that's green lights, right? What shit, man? Go where you're gonna leave an impression.
Exactly. You're gonna leave an
Here in
impression.
America, I'm just some old hillbilly with a beard. I go to Japan, I'll be a god.
You're a dude that can grow a really nice beard.
Big facts. Big
Big
facts.
facts. Not a lot of beards in Japan.
Yeah, you were telling. I remember we talked about that once. But they like when you see a guy with a good beard in Japan, it's like it's a good beard, right?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so other
All right.
Asian people can't really grow facial hair. I mean, well, like Indians, I don't know, they come out with like mustaches at 12. That's what, or
Just
whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah.
they come out 12 years old out of the womb, of course. No, but yeah. And just the Japanese people are the only ones that can grow like good facial hair or like facial hair at all, basically.
Hmm.
And yeah, but society is like, no, facial hair is bad. Don't be walking around with a nice beard that you can grow or a mustache or something like that. So, unfortunately, these Japanese guys got to shave all the time. So, some of the people that have beards are like really bad beards, but they're just like trying, I guess, because like, why not? At least have it if you
Gotta
can.
start somewhere.
Yeah. So they have like these wiry, really weird beards, and it's like, oh, what the fuck is that? And
Right.
then there's the Japanese dudes that have great beards. And it's like, oh, look at it, it's like thick, like really well taken care of. Like it almost like you want to touch it because it looks soft. You're like, oh, but that'd be weird touching another man's beard.
Yep.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
just so you go over and you like, well, if I just kiss him, like my face touches. Like nobody will. Like that's not the weird part, right?
Hey,
And then next
it's
thing you
not June
know,
anymore.
you're like, 6 beers, and you're like, hey man, what's going? And you just see how soft that beard is on your face. It's actually really soft. So Japanese people are pretty cool.
Boom! Insight into Mark's drunken adventures.
If only Japanese guys wanted to kiss me.
Yeah, I'm
uh,
sure a couple. I'm pretty sure you got a couple somewhere.
no, like we can talk about that actually. Japanese dudes don't want to like kiss me because being gay in Japan is kind of frowned upon, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for these people. They it's not
What
like
do you
it's
mean,
illegal
these
or
people?
oh yeah. Well, I feel bad like as society because it seems like America's like past all that stuff, right? Like we've already went through all like, oh, if you're gay, we fought for all the rights and everything, and they're like treated equal in society, and now they have marriage, in America, and
Yeah.
like they can adopt children and all this stuff, right? But like in Japan, it's not like that. It's like
Yeah. I mean, hell, we
you come
canceled
out as
the
yeah,
Olympics in Russia because they didn't want gay people there.
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Like that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, that was not.
Also,
That was
dude,
like,
fuck, we haven't had an Olympics in so long
oh,
because we
hey,
canceled that one, and then the next one was COVID.
mm-hmm.
We haven't had an Olympics in a long fucking time.
Hey, man, we're coming out. I think it's like a week.
Is it really?
Week away? Yeah, 2 weeks away, something like that. We start. No people can show up or go to anything, but it'll be televised. Like, and be there in spirit, man.
13 days.
13. See, I told you. Well, by the time this comes out, everybody, that's even less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hey.
for the people in the future, Friday, July 23rd, 2021. That's what we're talking about.
First time ever, there's going to be karate in the Olympics, boys and girls.
Really?
It comes from Okinawa. Just remember that. Whenever you're seeing them kicks, think about your boy Mark over here.
Hey man, I just
I
want
will be
the
watching
Winter
that too.
Olympics. I want to watch curling.
Oh yeah, but isn't that in Beijing and a lot of people are boycotting it?
Probably wouldn't put it past them. I mean,
Yeah.
Beijing kind of sucks because of the CCP.
Yeah, fuck the CCP.
Plus, Beijing had it not too long ago anyway.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
I guess.
sure, we wouldn't have to spend a bunch of money because you already have the facility, but fuck you. Let other countries host.
Yeah, don't enslave people and run a mass genocide of Uyghur Muslims
Yeah,
either.
right. Right.
But
Like, you already have like the entire world's wealth because you control your population through communism. Like, let other people get revenue from a big sporting event like this.
oh yeah, but China can't have that.
I feel like. Never mind.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
mind. I don't want to get
Don't give
Clinton.
them an inch.
I don't want to get Clinton.
Clinton by the CCP. It'd be great if the CCP also called it getting Clinton. We're gonna Clinton them. How dare you
Wang
talk
Lo,
shit about?
Wang Lo, come here. I want this man Clinton.
Exactly.
Clinton him now.
Exactly. Look at Winnie the Pooh giving out orders.
I don't know. I think it's called Epstein's now. Yeah, that's what it is. It's
Oh,
Epstein. We're calling it Epstein's now, just to keep that joke alive.
unlike him.
Speaking of, didn't Ghislaine Maxwell have her trial?
Oh shit, that would be something good to talk about. Actually, I didn't.
Yeah.
You know, they really like brush things under the rug with that. So you can never like
Yeah.
really find out about it.
That's the real Clinton thing right there. It's just, oh hey, look at this instead. Forget about this. Forget about the
Exactly.
emails. What's funny though? Is when Bill fucked up, it just came out and said it. Bill's like, yeah, man. I mean, well, actually, he didn't say that. I didn't have sexual relations with that woman, but like we all knew. Like we all knew, and nobody cared. But like, as soon as it's with Hillary, it's like no one wants to ever know.
Well, they
All
were
right,
embarrassed once. They don't want to be embarrassed again. I think.
right.
Like,
This one's from 3 days ago. Court TV.
court TV. Ooh. All the drama that you need in a court case. It's just some lady typing away on a little typewriter, like.
Oh, and of course they're going to use Bill Cosby's court decision as a launching point to get her case thrown out too.
Oh Jesus! Well, like I said, he had a technicality, so if she has some sort of technicality, like she's gonna.
And
And
now
all
she's
that
getting her own
evidence gets buried.
docuseries.
Jesus Christ!
She's oh my fucking god! You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Kim Kardashian.
What is that? What? Huh?
Kim Kardashian got famous from a sex tape.
And this lady's getting famous from pimping kids. Oh
I
my
mean,
god! Wait a second. Are you
it's a
trying to
big
say
jump.
that Kim
It's a
Kardashian
big
has
jump.
smuggled kids in that giant fat ass of hers?
It'd make a lot of sense. Plenty of room in there. But no, that's not what I was saying. What I'm saying is what if she's just doing this to get famous?
She.
Like, what's the next? You know, like who's gonna get famous? Like what's the next person gonna get famous from? Outside of like movies and stuff. Like what's the next crazy thing somebody's
Oh
gonna
my
get famous
God.
for?
Somebody's gonna get. What's the next crazy thing somebody's gonna get famous for? Like this? Oh my god!
Yeah, it's
That's
like
what
it
they
went
thought
from
of. They were like,
sex tape with Kanye West to being associated with a guy who didn't kill himself and was a sex trafficker. What's next?
What's next? I guess you just have to like, I don't know, retro. You gotta go retro. Like it's too now. It's all these new things. You gotta go old school to be famous. Silent movies. Somebody be in a silent movie and then they're famous.
No, because people get famous from being in movies all the time. Just making it silent would be interesting, but it'd still be a movie.
Nah. Okay.
Plus, you know, unless you did it all by yourself, it'd be a whole production crew, and you know, people would know about it for like a long time. It doesn't have the spontaneity of this stuff.
All right. Maybe if you were to assassinate somebody, then I mean people have done that though too. That's kind of old. I mean Kennedy, Clinton. I mean not Clinton. Oh God.
What
Got
if I
Clinton on the phone.
assassinate myself and survive?
That's no. I I don't.
I don't know how I'd do it. Find a way.
Mm, he'd be the guy that was famous for a week. They'd put you with a puppy and have your jaw blown off.
Well,
I'm
I
a
mean,
puppy.
what if it's like a really out there like James Bond villain assassination attempt that I just happen to
Okay.
fall into and then escape from?
Ooh.
Because like you know,
Wait,
if you're a James Bond villain,
you're doing this to
you're gonna
yourself?
okay. So I guess it wouldn't be intentional, right? So like
Ah,
it'd be like I'd make some kind of like James Bond villain esque like death
enemy.
device, you know, super slow, you know, super easy to escape from,
Oh,
but
okay.
like it doesn't seem to be, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't
You
seem to
just,
be super easy to escape from.
you just gotta
Um,
shimmy your pocket watch out of your
right, yeah,
pocket, down by your crotch, reflect the light, and cut the
right. And then I'll make
laser
like a
cuffs.
YouTube video. I'll make like a YouTube video and be like, yeah, so this is my my replica of like a James Bond. Like this is my take on a James Bond villain death device. You know, it's super slow, and like I'll be like going through and then somehow I'll get like locked in and be like, oh god, it works. I know it works. Oh god, oh, and then I'll somehow escape with
Yep.
very minor injuries. Like maybe I just like cut off my left hand.
Oh, gee. That's not a minor injury,
All right, I'll
buddy.
just cut off like my left pinky, and then I'll have to like build some kind of
Some gold
prosthetic
finger,
pinky.
huh?
Yeah, I make a little gold finger.
Ooh, there we go. Oh shit. What
Just
was
wear like a golden glove with the fingers prosthetic.
golden? Yeah, there you go.
It's like a tight racing glove with like, it's just stiff, just a stiff pinky.
Just-
Actually,
shit.
hold on a minute. So if I put a wire from the tip of this finger going down along like some kind of like pulley track here to go into the inside of the pinky and make it like articulating, when I squeeze this one, it would pull the string, which would constrict this one,
So yeah, you just always
and
these two.
I would just put springs in the joints so that as soon as I let go of that, it would just go up. Because like those always fucking move together anyway.
Yeah,
Would be bad.
not a
I
bad
got
idea.
this. And I get famous from making something, having a terrible accident, and then making something else. It's not the best thing to do, but I mean, it's better than trafficking children.
True
It's not.
that.
It's not. It's not quite as good
True
as fucking
that.
Kanye, but I mean, can't all achieve our dreams.
Exactly. Just slightly. I mean, I even think it's easier than trafficking children. Children don't want to be trafficked. That had to be a hard job. You know, you got to get like truckloads of candy. Like, where are you gonna? How many Reese's Pieces is it gonna take to get a kid in? You gotta learn the math, do the numbers. It's fucked up, man.
I wonder if he got like an Excel sheet out and was like, "Well, I got 10 kids with 6 bags of Skittles, but the other day I got 15 kids with like one huge bag of gummy bears." So he's like doing like a cost analysis of like what candy works the best.
He's like, if I just get an ice cream truck, how many? That's so bad.
So bad.
Yeah, God damn it. We're joking around, but
So this happened.
they fuck kids, boys and girls. Like they did that shit. It's bad.
Bad. It's bad. Do not go to Little St. James.
Yeah, stay out of the Virgin Islands altogether, probably.
You're not virgin anymore.
Yeah. Ooh. Damn.
Yeah, man. So she's getting her own docuseries. Bill Cosby's free, which might let her go free too, which means we won't hear the truth about what really went on there. People won't be implicated like we know they should be.
Yeah. Okay, I got a question though. Like, Bill Cosby goes free, but is he gonna be like stained for the rest of his life, like a lot of other famous black men that have been, acquitted, like fucking O.J. Simpson, Michael Jackson. Like they went
Well,
free, but like
I mean,
nobody's gonna go golfing with O.J. Simpson, especially, or they're not gonna let him cut fruit at a party. Like they're not giving that guy a knife anytime soon. Michael Jackson, you wouldn't let your fucking kid stay over at his house after that shit. But
I mean, I
Cosby,
probably
are we
would.
gonna let him around pudding?
I would let him around pudding. I probably wouldn't accept pudding from him.
See,
As
see,
for what you're saying about golfing, I'd go golfing with O.J. Simpson.
god damn.
What's he got against me? I haven't done anything to piss him off. I
You
didn't
really
cheat
look
on
like
him
a waiter.
or sleep with his wife. You know.
God damn it.
But what's OJ got against me, huh?
I don't know.
Reminds me
Like,
of, dude, that just reminds me of freaking
okay,
Dave Chappelle. You don't understand. He ran for over 3,000 yards or
exactly. You
something like that. You don't understand.
O.J. Simpson was, America's fucking
It's the juice.
the juice. He was America's juice. He was OJ. He was a running fool, and then he was running in that truck like a fool. Like,
Dude, the thing that made the Ford Bronco legendary.
oh yeah, of course. Did anybody want a Ford Bronco before that? Maybe a handful of people. After that, everybody.
Everybody wants a Ford Bronco.
I remember
Dude, yeah.
I worked with a whole bunch of people that were like old enough to remember that case or whatever. They were working in the field of, what was it, like interior design. These two ladies were, I guess, and they were talking about how the carpet in that Ford Bronco was like special ordered or something like that, and it matched like only 4 other carpets in the U.S. at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So because there was like carpet from the Ford Bronco like mixed in with like some of the other evidence, they were like, he had to have done it because there's no way he couldn't have, blah blah blah. I was like, I don't know anything about anything, but everybody knows he did it without that. Like, we know O.J. Simpson could have just stood up there and said, I was on the moon, and we'd still be like, no, you did it, boy. You did it. You did it, my
The
man.
glove doesn't fit. You must acquit.
No. Johnny Cochran, stop it.
I mean, okay, do I think O.J. Simpson killed his wife and her lover? No. And I'll tell you why. Because glove didn't fit.
The glove.
And furthermore, That man's got a lot of money. When you got that kind of money,
You don't kill people
you don't
yourself.
even need gloves. You don't even need gloves because your hands aren't gonna get dirty.
Exactly. I get you.
I'm pretty sure this was meticulously planned out. He was like, I'm gonna hire somebody. I have him leave a very small glove, and then when that shit don't fit, I'll have to quit. He's like, oh, I'm gonna tell my lawyer to say something like that too. The glove
Oh,
doesn't fit. You must quit. Ah, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna get off with this one.
think
Was
I'm
he
gonna run
involved? Probably. Did he do the deed himself? Probably not.
for Jesus.
Maybe. I don't know.
I remember like he was trying to get my old man. His theory was something about he had given her a whole bunch of jewelry,
Mhm.
and he was trying to get a lot of that jewelry back from her, and he hired like somebody else to like go in and steal it, and then they like showed up and fucking he murdered them both or something like that. Whoever he hired. That's that's whatever. But
I could buy that. That's like my theory plus the part that I didn't know about, which was the jewelry. I
yeah,
believe it. I believe it.
yeah. I
I
mean,
feel like if I had that kind of money, man, I would fuck with people so much.
oh my God, you have no idea.
Like if it wasn't if my dad wasn't my dad, I would hire somebody to like follow him all the time. Drive by his house
Because
a lot. But like he's
he's
my dad, and I don't want him going farther into the paranoia. So like I wouldn't do that to my dad. But like if I knew somebody else like my dad,
he knew somebody else. So
ooh,
Lane's not gonna
find
hear this right away.
whoever's like
Lane, we're gonna have
so
paranoid Lane.
it wouldn't be that hard. That's why I want him to come out. That's why I want my dad to come with me to Denver. Because if I get those guys talking, they're gonna go crazy. Especially because my dad's big into music too, and he likes
Oh,
the
this
stuff
would be
that
great.
Lane likes a lot. And yeah, they'll vibe.
Just turn on
It'd
the
be cool.
camera and walk away.
Basically, that was the idea. That was an idea I had too. Was like an actual reality show.
with just them.
No, with like
Oh no,
random
no, no,
people.
this is
Like I
different.
would just set up like a whole like building. I was looking at a industrial building somewhere around the town that was like derelict. It was in good shape, but it like wasn't being used for anything. And I was like, yeah, I could turn like the bottom like 3 floors into a theater, kind of like a small theater. Um, Top floor penthouse is gonna be like my living space, and then like the next 3 floors I can do like shops, like wood shops, metal shops, that kind of stuff for that kind of stuff. Maybe like a film kitchen, you know,
Mm.
open spaces, lots of surface area for doing stuff, camera angles and stuff. Just set up all the time. So all I gotta do is come in, like hit a button, and it's ready to go. And then I'd have like one whole floor that was set up as like almost like an apartment complex, right? And then like I would tell people like, hey, you can live here for free, but you have to consent to being videotaped. And I'm not
Okay.
going to tell you where the cameras are. You can't look for the cameras. Just know that you're on camera,
Yeah.
and there's no cameras in the bathroom.
This is a reality show.
And it would be like an actual reality show.
There's
They don't
40
know what we're
people
gonna
stuffed
use.
into a bathroom right now.
Nothing scripted, right?
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool because like you'd actually see some real shit of just people living together. Um,
But
and
you'd have to set it up with like people that would actually like make it really interesting though, right? Like what kind of
oh yeah,
people
yeah,
would you
yeah.
get?
I
You
would
get like a whole bunch of
definitely.
high school dropouts, people like maybe like 22,
You know what I
free
was thinking
booze
was
everywhere, like real bad. Like they're not bad people, but they're gonna pop off some shit, right? Like something's gonna happen.
I was thinking like college kids, but
Oh
like
yeah.
totally fucking different college kids. Put the like the jockey frat dude with the nerd. Put like the prissy cheerleader with like the chick that's really into science and doesn't get a lot of attention, and then like have like a confession booth and shit. I think it'd be hilarious. I think it's a great idea. Plus, you tell college kids they can live somewhere for free. They're there. They're
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
They're like, oh, I don't have to pay 14 grand for living on this shitty old dorm. Yeah, why not?
Get like okay, so like those nerdy black guys, the
Yeah.
type that are like really into anime, but they've also hit the gym every single fucking day of their life. and get one of those guys, and then 15 white girls, and he's got to get around like you know sorority white girls too, like the type. You know what I'm saying? The type. And he's
Ugg
like,
boots.
oh yeah, Ugg boots, fucking little top that says, like baby on
That
it,
like
belly
slushy
showing.
vest that they wear over a sweater. That like the marshmallow vest that they wear over a sweater. Huge, like way oversized hat with a massive foofball on the top. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
know some of those. Some of
you
them are
know.
cool, but they all kind of fit a certain stereotype. They all
And
have some interests that
this
are a bit aligned and some personality traits that are similar.
God damn it. And this goddess of a man, like Jack
Right.
looks great, but yet at the same time has the personality of like a 13-year-old because he's
That'd be
just super
hilarious.
into anime and you're
Right.
like, "Oh shit." So he's got to talk to these girls and they're trying to get after him and he's just
They're just
like,
not
trying to be
interested in anything he
respectful.
has to talk about at all.
Exactly.
They have no shared interests.
But at the
Nah,
same
they'd
time
find
they're like,
something.
"Damn, he looks good."
They'd find something, dude. They'd find something. I don't know. It'd be kind of weird. Just a couple ideas I've been throwing around.
You can
Dude,
do it.
if I could just make money by having ideas, I'd be a rich man. Because I've got some great ideas. It's just gotta it just gotta come out, get to
I
fruition,
think
man.
that's what Plato said. If I could just make money with these ideas, man, give me another boy. And like they just thought. I think there's a
Yeah.
word for that.
Philosophy.
Nah, thinking.
Uh, I think you just said it, man. I think you just said the word for thinking.
Yeah, idea. They were
Thinking, man.
idea men. They weren't out there doing. They were just ideaing. That's what's up. Fucking Greeks, man. What are you gonna do?
What I need to find is an adventure capitalist, someone with a lot of money that wants to blow it. Hey, Bill, give me a call.
Vegas.
Not Clinton. I mean Gates. Gates, give me a
Gates.
call. We'll do some great things. We'll steal so much. We'll steal so much data from people. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want more data, Bill.
You want all the data.
All the data.
Okay, so I was watching NHK World News. It's like the BBC of Japan, kind of.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how Biden signed into order a whole bunch of like monopoly busting stuff for big tech. Did you see about this?
Not.
Basically, they were saying like big tech like Google and Facebook and things like that can't buy other companies out anymore because they're like too much of a monopoly right now.
Yeah, like Disney.
And yeah, he's trying to like make it where they have like more of a fair and open market for the little guy kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, what it comes down to me, and it's just like it's a failure on society. Not really the government or even corporations. It's a failure on society. Because what you have is you have these companies that like, you know, if some big gutter company, which I don't even think there like exists one, wanted to like buy out my dad, like somebody's offered to buy out his brand or whatever,
Hmm.
and like he's been like no, like he's got so much pride in his business that something he made on his own. I don't care how much money somebody offered him, he would probably never sell that business ever.
Yeah.
But you have all these other freaking companies and shit that they go to these board holders and shit, and they're like they're just out to make money, and they'd rather make a quick couple million now than like wait around for a few years, passively making money, doing a little bit of work. It's like I just feel like as a nation we have a lot less pride in what we do anymore.
Yeah. I get you. Like it's a lot about like how you build something and like what you put forward and like what you've made for yourself and your family and things like
Hmm.
that. And then like that's gone away. A lot of it's gone away. Like think about it. Like building something's gone away. It's all about like making the money. the pride has gone away from like working, right? The family has gone away. Like families just aren't as close as they used to be, I think. And like
Facts, man.
you don't care, man. Like how
We're all
how
getting kind of apathetic,
your
dude.
yeah, dude. And because of that, like it's put us in that situation where money comes first. I don't care about, like what I've done so far. Like all I care about is like I'm gonna take my money and I'm gonna run, metaphorically. Like for the hills, like and
That's
just
one of those songs
as
that I
long as
always
I
think
have
about.
enough, something like that.
Yeah, dude, people just don't care anymore, and it's starting to get on my fucking nerves. It's like, I know it seems bad, and it is, but we can either try to fix it, or we can just let it die. I'm really getting tired of people saying just let it die, and
Yeah.
it's just, and it's like at this point, like we talked about it with land and stuff before, like I don't even know where to start, you know. Like I want to like start like making my my film ideas and like my show ideas that are actually like gonna like kind of preach like this old, hey, let's fucking put our backs to it and actually get something done
Yeah.
and be glad that we did something important, you know. But like it's just how much can that do, you know, in comparison to how many resources are going against that like mentality.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I just I don't know. It's like you want to be the guy that like brings back making sustainable products. Like if I wanted to like go into like making fridges that would actually last for 50 years.
You'd go
Yeah,
out of business.
I might make some money
Yeah.
quickly, but I'll go out of business, like you said. But I mean, if I had a business that could like routinely change product, so like, oh, I'm gonna make the best fridge ever, and I'm gonna sell it to as many people that want it for 1 year, and after that, I'm gonna discontinue that product. And while I'm just producing that, so it'd be like a year of research and development, and then followed by a year of production and selling, right?
Yeah.
And we'd only make as many as we're gonna sell, so we'd like get like a whole list of how many we're gonna sell in a year. Anyway, on like December 31st, when that last day closes out, that's the last order we're gonna take. We'll just we'll fill out the rest of those orders, and we'll then making that product. But while we're just making that and selling it, or researching and producing the next one, like the best oven,
Oh yeah.
the best camera for like the consumer, and just keep doing that. Like that'd be something different. But I mean, I don't know how you'd even set that up.
Exactly. Well,
But like we're getting there with like rapid prototyping and shit, like 3D printers and like industrial 3D printers and stuff. It's kind of making it possible because you'll have like a lot of versatility between machines. Like you can have one CNC machine that can do 1,000 different parts for 20 different products and stuff. It's like we're getting there, but like we need to see a new version of a factory.
Yeah.
That's
I
set
get
up to
what you're
be
saying.
very, different, very flexible.
That's why I think, especially with you, and you're thinking in these terms, and I mean, I putz around too. Like, if you were to basically have more room, I know you're just in your like little
I'm
two-room
moving back
apartment right
home.
now.
I'm moving back home and I'm just doing shit, dude. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
like if you
I've already
had
told
like
my
a
dad I'm
workshop,
claiming
dude.
area out here, man.
Yeah, you had a workshop, man. You would be able to, get these things, moving. Maybe not off the ground right away, but you could set in things into motion, and you could do things like this. And I think it's a good idea. It's about like you're building a brand, you're building a product, like a consumable product and stuff like that. You're thinking about, which I agree with. Like people want those things, they need those things, and and even in a better way, like you could create jobs. You could be a job creator. You could be helping people put food on the table and like providing for their families and things like that. And then maybe that'll bring back some of the old values that we are missing now, and we could have families again. We could have people that build for us. We have people that have pride in their work again. Like those things would be really important. I think they would be really awesome to see again in society.
Yeah. I think it would be good too, man. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Fuck. Have I? Oh yeah, yeah. Have I told you about my constant thought process? So like usually I can think through things pretty easily. Like if I wanted to think about like, what would make the best refrigerator for me, right? Well, it's gonna need a freezer. It's gonna need a fridge. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna need adjustable racks because people have different shit and they like doing different things, right?
Yeah.
One thing that would be nice would be adjustable racks that can either be fully across and totally open, or fully across at different levels.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people like myself, I need to have I like to have my jugs, like my gallons of like iced tea and stuff on the bottom shelf, like on the actual like not a wire shelf.
Mm-hmm.
But with my Brita, the way my Brita works, I need to have room under it. So right now, with how it's working out in my fridge, I have to pull my whole Brita out across the bottom, which makes a terrible scraping sound, just to like get some water, and then I have to slide it back in, which makes an even worse scraping sound because of how if I bring my shelf down to accommodate the Brita up higher, I can't fit my jugs underneath. So I would need to
Mm-hmm.
split that. Um, Personally, I like the under pull freezer, which also makes sense because coldness goes down, which actually makes sense for it to be on top too, but which whatever. Um, but yeah, man, I don't know. I could probably sit down and think about that, like, and figure out like my ideal fridge design pretty quickly, and then I would have to like do some research to figure out like how to make it work the best way possible, like most efficiently, and all that kind of stuff. That'd be a separate like thinking session. But there's one thinking session that I have never gotten anywhere with, and that is a new house.
A new
And
house.
I don't mean like designing a new house in the freaking Sims. I mean like a new concept for how and what is a house. I'm not
Well,
talking about let's put up some timber and then cover it in sheetrock with like insulation. No, I want to totally ground up redesign on a house. I
there's
want to
so
make
many
it easy to work
variables.
on for the normal person. I don't want to have to call an electrician and spend $12,000 rerouting electronics in my house. I want to do that myself easily, but also make it look good still. I don't want to have to call a plumber to track down where a leak is. I want to pick up an access panel and be like, right here's the fucking leak, and fix it.
So you want like kind of a smart house, kind of a like open concept house, or like maybe
I
you
think it
want it
would I think it
where
would have to be open concept just for it to work right, but like
yeah,
just so that stuff's not as permanent as it is. Modularity. Oh, I
yeah.
want to move this wall so I have a little bit more room in my bedroom than my living room.
But
You
then
just
does that wall
move
have
it.
like an outlet in it, kind of thing?
Why not? Why not?
Oh shit,
You see what I'm
maybe.
getting at? Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
there's ways to do it. It's just like how. I gotta get the details down. What are the walls going to be made out of to make them good for sound, insulation? You know, how be able to
Yeah.
power.
Yeah.
It's like all this stuff that I just don't know. I need to do more research into materials science and like electrical and plumbing sciences to make it so that I could actually like, do it. And
Yeah.
then I have to figure
Like
out how to make it. You know.
if you could come up with like a good concept or a good idea that's
Yeah.
thought out, like I feel like you could definitely go to a construction company of some sort, or even like a entrepreneur
I have to go to
type
like a prefab
board or
place
something. Yeah, yeah,
first, and they'd have to probably contact multiple like different manufacturers than they normally do to get some of the parts. But
yeah.
ideally, and like the way that this what I work out ideally was like I had an idea with like the apartment, right? So like when you get an apartment, it's pretty static. There's not much you can change. You can put some stuff up on the walls, but like in terms of like actual like floor layout, you have no options. What
Yeah.
if you made a thing, like a unit? We'll call it a unit. You make it one unit, and that's a one bedroom apartment. Well, no, it's a studio apartment. So it's just a room, a small room for a kitchen, and a small room for a bathroom. And I don't know how those are going to work together yet. Maybe it'd be simpler even because you could probably hook up toilet and the sink back to back, so there's less piping, which would be
Yeah.
nice. Um, anyway, washer
Well,
and
I
dryer
mean, you
right there
could.
too. But anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
the idea was that you'd have one unit, that you could literally like flat pack and drop out of a freaking helicopter or a plane or something, and then it could land in like the middle of the Yukon where there's like no roads, and you could just show up there with like some basic tools, a couple pipe wrenches, wire cutters, maybe drill and stuff, hammer nails, some basic stuff, and you could just assemble that right there. That one studio unit.
Okay.
And then next month, when that plane goes back over, it drops you another one, and you just build it right on, just by yourself. Just one guy can just do it by himself. That's how easy I want to make it to work on this kind of thing. And the idea is that you could just keep stacking. So you have an entire like apartment building, and then you'd have to like get the stair package or the elevator package, right? But like the idea is to make it like infinite modularity, infinitely easy, like no complexity, like no complexity. A manual that's like less than a book that you can be like, oh, what's wrong with my house? Electrical system. That's what's happening. Let's fix that. I want to make it like super easy.
I get it.
I think that's what we're gonna need.
Yeah, like at the same time too. I think the only thing that they've you're looking way into
the future, maybe.
The future, diversity, and like housing, I guess. Like the new concept of what a house is, even, and like how you could use a house, right? But then, like, what I see people doing right now is these 3D printed houses. Have you seen this?
I mean, I've seen it, but like,
that's
I don't think.
Crust. I don't think that's the end game right now, right? Like that's the highest point of house innovation, living innovation is having this thing 3D print your concrete house, basically, right?
Yeah. But Mark, with that, you still have people coming back in and hooking up electric, people coming back in hooking up plumbing, people going back in and hooking up like the inside of the walls, the outside of the walls, all that kind of stuff. I'm talking about what is essentially a pop-up tent that's a house.
Yeah. Yours is totally different. I get what you're saying,
infinitely
but I was
expandable. Like it'd pop up. You wouldn't have appliances. I'm gonna say that right now. If you had this shit airdropped in as like a flat pack, you would not have appliances.
You wouldn't even have water.
No, you wouldn't. But you'd have
electricity. You would have a box. Wait a second.
You'd have a box. It'd probably have solar panels included. I'm sure that'd be pretty easy to do with how solar panels are going now. You could probably just make the entire outside in like some kind of like shingle material.
That's some sort of water tank. You're like feeding snow into it.
Yeah, sure. That's just 4 walls and some sealant and some caulk. Whatever. Or a bag. You can even just like ship them like 4 like little walls and a huge fucking bag, a huge plastic bag. And think about it. When you need to clean it, all you gotta do is drain it, take the bag out, and get a new fucking food safe bag to store your like 12,000 gallons of water or 2,000 gallons of water or whatever. But like, yeah.
Okay.
And the idea is that like you'd get it as this flat pack, and you'd make out, you get however many flat packs you need for the size of house you want and stories or whatever. You could be like, yeah, I want like 2 bathrooms, 2 kitchens because I want a big kitchen, an extra kitchen for the upstairs. Like a kitchenette for like the upstairs for like just microwave and mini fridge or whatever, or like mini kitchen or whatever you want to do. You can have infinite. You have so many different options. 6 bedrooms, 1 master bedroom with the ensuite, 2 closets. I want to add a basketball court. And you just make it so that's easy. You just ship it to people and they can put it together themselves.
Yeah.
Or you can also have like how Great Escape does with pool builders, have like an affiliate company with some guy from back home or whatever, and he's like a specialist that knows exactly how to put these together the right way the first time.
Oh yeah.
So you can either do it yourself or you can hire the guy that really knows how to do it. But also make it easier than putting up one of those pools. So that with the manual you can do it yourself. Like better than IKEA furniture. And just like Lego level instruction manuals. To put this house together, right? Every unit. I think it'd be super cool, dude. I think it's a great idea. Because, I think it'd be so fucking cool. But yeah, you literally make it so that like when you get like if you're just gonna do like a single unit, you can literally just like pop it up. It's like all on tracks or whatever, so it just pops up and clicks into place like a little giant ladder or some shit.
There you go.
I think
Yeah, like
I think there's a way to do
that's
it.
smart.
I just
There
have
has to be something.
I have no idea where to fucking start with it.
No, yeah.
I mean, I got the business idea, got the business model down, got the basis, I
Product
got the plot. I just
idea.
need the script.
Yeah.
I got the plot. I need the script. That's where I'm at with like every idea I have.
Damn it. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. You gotta bump up those numbers, man.
You know what it is? I got to Ocean's 13 it, man. I got to get a team together.
You gotta get a team together.
I just got to roll up to bars and be like, I'm getting a team together. I'm in.
Exactly. Yeah. But then you're just gonna have like 13 guys that don't even know what they're doing. One guy's like, I thought we were just getting pizza,
hold
man.
on now. Hold on now, Mark. I know some good people. I know some people that could actually help with this.
Oh yeah.
I know at least one aerospace engineer that could definitely help. I know a couple physicists. I know a couple engineers. I know a couple carpenters. I know a couple electricians. I know a few plumbers. I know people. Come on.
Some master plumbers, master electricians out there. Just a
Yeah.
handful here and there.
Yeah,
I
dude.
get you.
I don't know, man. I think, dude, that's the plan. That was the plan all along. Because like when I went into college, went in for engineering, and the idea was that I'd be an engineer, and then like use that money to get into acting, because acting is what I get the most enjoyment from. But like, dude, as I'm growing up, I still want to do acting. I really love acting, but I want to make the world a better place, dude. Because like, there's so many people not giving enough effort to even keep it sustainable. Like that's what I can accept that. You know, if you want to just like live your life and just no footprint as much as possible, fine, sure. But there's so many people out there that are just like actively destroying like what's good about life. And it's like, can we not?
I get you.
I don't know, man. Maybe that golden rule was beaten to me so much as a kid, I guess. That like that's how I think now.
Yeah. I like how same way like you want to make the world a better place and like the way that you can do it. You don't want to like, well, if I was in charge and I could tell everybody what they could do and then I would make the world a better place. No. You're like,
Yeah.
this is the corner of the world I feel comfortable in.
Mhm.
I could make the world a better place with like,
No,
better
see, that's the thing.
products.
That's the thing. I don't want there to be
To help
corners
people.
that people have to go to feel comfortable. I don't want there to have to be safe spaces. Okay, I want people to feel comfortable everywhere because everybody's in the same mentality of I'm living my life, they're living their life, and if we don't agree, we don't agree. We just keep living our lives separately, away from each other. That's what I want. I don't want people to be like, I have to relocate because the people around me don't follow my beliefs, or don't like people with how much they don't like how much melanin I have in my skin. They don't like that my husband is married to a husband. You know, like I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want. I'm tired of this bullshit. Like so many so many of the problems of the world come from people not minding their own fucking business. Okay, right? Like I
Yep.
don't care. I don't care if the people next to me are Satanists. I don't care if the people above me are like both transgender and gay, and I don't know how it even works out because it's so complex. I don't care. It doesn't affect me.
That's their thing, boy.
That's their thing. I don't care. All right, as long as it's not hurting me, affecting my life. Like if somebody was like, "Yeah, I like to kill people," I'm like, "Now that's one we're gonna have to disagree with." But like that's the kind of line you draw.
There
That's
might be
like,
a job for you in like
there you go.
execution
There
department.
you go. Yeah, yeah.
You know.
We should bring back executioners. Actually, I want to bring back the guillotine. Guillotine would be great. I feel like it would save taxpayers a lot of money. We'd have to buy like a single whetstone every 10 years, and have like one guy to sharpen it every few days. You know.
Yeah.
And I mean, we'll just save the more heinous crimes for later in the rotation before sharpening, right? So like if you accidentally killed somebody because you were drunk, and this was like the second time, and you got the death penalty, like yeah, you're gonna get it on like right after sharpening day. But if you've killed like 30 people twice, and then like sent their body parts to their family members, yeah, you're going on like the last day before it gets sharpened. You're gonna feel this one a little bit more, but it's a guillotine,
like
so you're
6
not gonna feel anything.
But
So pull it back up. We didn't get all the way through.
oh, sorry. Sometimes this happens.
With
You
how the
just-
guillotine
hold on.
works, like even if it's, you could fucking use a dull blade and it'll work. Swear to God.
What was here in Japan? They use they just hang people still. So that's ropes are reusable and they're fairly cheap.
Ropes are reusable and fairly cheap. We'd use hemp ropes too, so they'd be even cheaper.
Yeah, save the trees.
The problem with that is that like you can't always get a quick death with that. Like when you want a quick death, it's not always guaranteed.
Yeah. If in this new society, if we're giving people death penalties, I feel like they kind of deserve it, right? So.
Yeah. So how about this?
Right. Not a lot of sympathy for the devil.
Hanging. How about that? Guillotine and hanging.
Okay.
Like low tier death penalty, you get a quick death.
But I feel like guillotine is like just a lot of cleanup too afterwards. I'm really pushing for the hanging.
But that's why the guillotines were always outside.
Oh yeah, but
we're just gonna leave it and let the rain take care of it. We'd have a special hill away from the city. You know,
that hill would have so much blood, and the grass would look so good because it'd be fertilized all the time.
Exactly.
Damn, you gotta move that thing around. You gotta fertilize the whole city.
We save the guillotine for the people who have crimes against nature. Actually, better yet, what about a carbon neutral explosive that distributes their remains across the entire like field? Like this is the field that we use eco terrorists to fertilize.
Yeah, exactly.
This field is fertilized by eco terrorists.
That's what it's gonna be. We're gonna get out there. We're gonna save money for the schools. They can still have their sports outside, right? On their soccer field, and we go out there and we blow up a couple people right in front of the children. So like, hey,
wow,
thank this guy.
This grass looks great. Did they use AstroTurf? Oh no, they fertilized their side. They're playing fields with eco terrorists. Wait, what? Yeah, with eco terrorists. Like what's like eco terrorists like sponsor like the fertilizer? Like no. The eco terrorists are the fertilizer.
Exactly. I think we got good ideas.
Dude, I got so many good ideas.
But I think we're gonna save some more ideas for the next podcast, of course. Dude, because it's that time again, everybody.
It's that time
where we leave you.
Yeah,
we don't forget about you.
This was good, man. I liked it. It was nice just being you and me again.
Yeah, I mean, we have basically the same conversation, like halfway through the week every week. So we just call each other up and we're like, "Hey, yo, what's up, man? Oh, nothing much. Yep. Tell me about some stuff. What's going on?"
For anybody that didn't know, like that's literally why we started this podcast, because when me and Mark finally reconnected after years of me not knowing that he didn't have a Facebook and being like, Mark fucking doesn't like me, man. What the fuck? We actually just started talking all the time. I'm like, hey, dude, you know what? We should start a podcast.
You should just record this. Yeah,
it just sounds like a good idea. And, like sell it to people.
Yeah. I mean, hey, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. You're not paying for this. Big tech is, giving us money whenever those ads play. Just, maybe you do want that new sweater from Michaels or whatever store is not closed from the big CCP virus that just destroyed half of the economy of the world.
A lot of stuff's open up here. Vegas is 100% open now.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean,
which makes sense because it's Vegas, but I mean, yeah, stuff's opening up in a big way here. I keep seeing like, please only don't wear a mask if you're fully vaccinated. I'm just like I saw one of those signs when I was in a gas station while I still thought I might have COVID, and I was like, should I wear a mask right now? Nah.
You don't know, but you didn't have COVID, right?
I'm pretty sure I didn't. Like there was definitely a few days there where I just felt like super tired, and then I had like a stomach thing for a couple days. But like,
that could have just been travel, dude.
It could have been travel, dude. It could have also been a bad habits, bad hygiene, bad eating habits and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, so it didn't. I mean, it didn't sound like what Lane had. Lane had like he was positive for COVID, and
yeah.
how
I mean,
much
I feel like
he likes to say, like, it's not going to take me down. It's not going to do anything to me. Like, he still stayed inside. He was cautious. He didn't want to get anybody sick. He was
yeah.
nice about it.
I mean, I didn't. I tried not to leave much while I thought I had it. Well, I thought I could have had it. I suppose I should say.
Exactly.
Um, but yeah, I mean, my eyes did hurt a little bit, but that also could have been psychosomatic. Like, I feel like all my symptoms could have been psychosomatic because I also didn't have a fever at all,
Nah, I see.
and my coughing, like, I don't think it got worse. Like, I just kind of cough sometimes. I vape.
Yeah.
I've smoked before. I
Put down the cigarette.
recreationally use stuff in legal areas. So yeah, I mean, a little bit of coughing is kind of normal for me. I didn't really notice an uptake in it. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't have COVID.
Yeah, man. Uh,
If I did,
man,
weak shit.
weak shit. COVID.
If I did, it
sucks.
was a weak fucking strain. I'll tell you that. But I don't think it
Exactly. Well, fucking right now, with the Olympics and everything, we're kind of like on lockdown. We're not going to be able to view any of the events or anything because COVID's kind of running through Tokyo pretty hard. But I kind of feel like they would lie and be like, we don't want a big outbreak, so we're going to say that there's a big outbreak so nobody can come and watch the Olympics. We'll still have the Olympics, but we're going to keep it like kosher by not letting anybody come. We're going to try to keep it all on the low.
I think that's really funny. And like, I'm sorry, we're gonna. It's classic Midwest goodbye right here.
Of
But
course.
I love it when words just change meaning like that. Because like kosher literally just started out as like, oh, this is kosher meat, which is supposed to be like meat that's playing like sanctified or whatever. It's like it's
Blessed
good
by a
for
rabbi.
yeah, blessed by a rabbi. It's like this has been blessed by a rabbi. It's okay for us to eat. But now we use kosher for like anything that meets quality standards, are basically like right, like oh, we gotta make sure everything's cool in here. We gotta make everything's kosher.
That's right.
Hey, how's that riot over there? Oh, don't worry about it. Everything's kosher. It's like yeah, it's like a state of being now. It's like, oh, cool.
Exactly.
I like how that happened.
That's
Anyway.
that's how the Jews have infiltrated our society in the Midwest.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, I'm cool with that. I like it.
It's kosher with me,
Dude, matzo ball soup is the best.
bro.
Reuben's, man.
Matzo balls are good. Matzo balls are good. But anyway, without further ado, without any more heeing and hawing, no more yeehaws to do, we're gonna say goodbye to you after a brief message from our sponsor, the like button, the subscribe button, and Spotify, and Anchor, and Apple Podcasts. Which, by the way, you can find us on Spotify, Podcast, and Apple Podcast under The Gentleman's Bureau. Listen to us without looking at our stupid faces. Or when you just can't be looking at a screen, like when you're driving or on a plane or whatever. Hey, subscribe, please. It's like we need that. We need it.
We need that.
We're lying. I'm once again asking for your support. Where are my
exactly.
Please subscribe. If you like the video, if you like the content we're putting out here, give us a like. It really helps us out with the algorithms and whatnot. If you want to hear us talk about something else or something specifically interesting to you, put it in the comments. We don't have that many comments, so we read them all.
More comments.
We read them all. Like if you've ever had like a YouTuber not pay attention to you because they're too big and your comments get like lost in the feed, come to us. We will pay attention to you. We will read your comments. Now
we will.
This is gonna backfire
Share
in like
it,
6 years.
And we'll pay attention to your shares too, man.
Right?
You're like, hey, I shared it with my mom, and it's like, yeah, we're a mom friendly podcast. Everybody,
dude, I'm very mom friendly. Your mom's great. My mom's great. I mean, yeah, that's we're gonna end that one.
Yeah.
Every time I'm back home, I'm like, should I go see Linnell? Should I?
Yeah.
But I want Logan to come up so we can all go see Linnell together.
Yeah, it should be an event.
Right, like I feel like if I just go out to the farm, it's like, hey Linnell, what's up? It'd be weird. But like if Logan's there, it's like, oh okay, this makes sense.
No, if you did that, she'd be like, hey, let's get a pizza. Let me talk your ear off for 3 days.
Right.
Let me tell you about everything that's going on in life since 2014.
I need Logan to be there with the kids, so I have another excuse to leave. Otherwise, I'm trapped there forever. It's like the Lotus Casino, man. You go in, you don't come back out.
Definitely.
But yeah. Hey, in the comments below, tell us who you shared the podcast with, and check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Exactly. All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye.